Okay, everyone. Hello. Welcome back to another episode of the reality show Girls. And we're both in Massachusetts this time.
But still not together.
We're world travelers. But still not together.
Oh my God.
We're actually really close. I wonder how many miles apart we are. But anyways, I'm in Boston. It is a cousin retreat, if you will. My brother lives in Boston. So I'm here visiting him in his apartment. That's where I'm at right now. My cousins are here. One cousin is from Indianapolis. Another cousin is from Arizona. They're going to go get breakfast sandwiches right now as I record this. Johnny's yelling in the background. If you hear a man yelling, it's my brother. He's just in a meeting. Why does he yelling? I don't know. He just has a loud voice. And that's what we're dealing with today. And we're going to Salem today. We're going to do duck boat tomorrow. We're just going to have fun. We're just going to have fun in Boston. Just have a good weekend.
What's the thing about duck boats?
It's both on land.
I feel like that was a thing in
water,
DC too.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's up with that, but it's happening.
All right.
That's what we're doing. And
that's grand.
This is like the worst weekend to try to see you because you're now in tech.
Yeah, it really is.
Or you're starting tech today, or
we're starting tech today. Yeah. But I'm thank goodness. Get me in a costume. Get me on the stage.
I really feel like you've been rehearsing so long.
Yeah, but it's literally been a week and a half. So
like
it went by really quick. Like yes and no. I don't know. But I just want to say the opening number, me and my partner, we literally could not get through it without laughing like every single time we ever did it because we don't know. I didn't know the words.
You don't know it.
He didn't know. He doesn't know the notes. And so whenever we have to
knows anything.
Together but yesterday for the designer run, no laughter occurred. We finally did it. I was so proud of us.
That reminds me of when I did my first summer stock in Charlotte, and we learned the first show that we did was Fiddler, and it was the scene, the frumacera of it all.
I've never seen Fiddler.
Kind of ghosts. Okay, well, anyways, for those who know Fiddler, it was like the frumacera, that whole section. We were literally dressed as ghosts. No one ever knew the choreography, the words, or anything. So we would just be running into each other, laughing, just on stage. No one ever knew it, especially the six of us that came in as the company. So there was a lot of locals in that show, and then they hired the six of us that were just kind of planted in there. And then we were hired for other shows too, but we were just the planted people that were supposed to know it. We were the professionals, but we learned it in a day. So the locals actually knew it far better than us because they've been rehearsing for months. So we came in, learned it in a day, and just we never knew it. We never knew it. It's come and gone, and I still no. We learned it in a day, and then we were tech that night. It was one day of rehearsal.
That's crazy.
Actually, for real. Maybe 2 days, but it was a weird experience.
How do we do this? Yeah.
I don't know that. I don't know how I did, let alone sometimes a week or two of rehearsal. I'm I still don't know, but in that sense, I actually still don't know how we got through it. I just followed the guy in front of me. I was just you look like you know what you're doing, so I'm just following you. And we'd run into each other, and then it was funnier because when you run into the person and you knew it was another of us, another company member, we'd just laugh because we're just running into each other because we don't know which direction we're going.
Yeah, no. Literally, whatever. I would mess up a word, it's just contagious.
And it's done.
Laughter,
it's done.
I mean? And then he would mess up a note, and I'd be like, "Oh my God." Needless to say,
so funny.
The thing is, I was so focused on that I didn't act. I was just just stare out, just don't look at him.
No, it's just it's survival mode. It's survival mode. It's not about
pure survival.
Not about the scene.
It's one or the other right now. But don't worry, by opening night, I will be acting and saying the right words and singing the right notes. It'll be great.
Okay, triple threat.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's exciting. I'm excited for you to open it up.
I'm excited for the show to actually be full effects and everything because I think it's going to be a very beautiful show. The Titanic, sad show, but
not Titanic.
Everybody's crying every day. I haven't shed one tear. I'm am I okay? Am I heartless?
Speaking of shedding tears, not me sobbing on the plane yesterday watching the Love is Blind finale.
Oof, Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why you were
It's so
sobbing,
funny.
actually. I don't know what I'm saying. I didn't sob over that at all.
I sobbed, but we'll get into that in a second.
I thought there was like
First,
some sweet stuff. Yeah. Speaking of, we're going to talk about Love is Blind. We're going to talk about Dancing with the Stars and Miss Jones' hometown
mhm,
dates.
mhm.
And before we got to do a little housekeeping. You guys know what I'm about to say. Like, comment, subscribe, share, follow us, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, subscribe. I already said that. And leave us some
Share,
comments. Let us know
share,
what you're
comment.
thinking. We need some feedback, okay? We have Baby Pod who needs nourishment from the audience.
Baby
So feed
pod,
us.
but honestly, almost a year in. Not really. Close. We're getting there.
Like, yes, but like we're very much in the beginning stages.
We're very much in the beginning stages. So whatever
We are
you
not
can
Nick
do to
Vile.
help us. Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else? I feel like nothing really is happening other than like we're in different locations every time we do this.
Talk. Yeah. That's it. So I say let's
But
just
I
get
have
into
I have a lot to say about the Love is Blind reunion, or no, sorry, not reunion,
mhm.
finale. I like how they picked up right where they left off with the Ramses Marissa conversation.
Yeah, I
But
just
did you
rewatched it because I was
expect
like,
it?
I don't remember.
Yeah, did you expect it to end in that conversation? Or did you think they were going to go to the altar?
Honestly, I couldn't say. I didn't know what was
Yeah.
about to come out of his mouth. But like looking back at it, rewatching it, I'm like, oh yeah, this was just doomed. You know what I mean? Like
I mean, he was being a weird. He was weird with the military. He was weird with the comment with the birth control. He was weird with the comment with the sex. He was
mhm.
just weird.
I think he was just doing that thing where like a person tries to do everything to make themselves seem so bad that you just want to break up with them. You know what I mean? Like he didn't want to do the breaking up. He was just hoping that his actions would make her want to break up with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see that. No, for real. Like I just the conversation was really odd because it was just like these things I don't think will ever get past. And then Marissa's like, I don't understand what you're saying. Like literally last night you were
It's
crying
like
over our wedding song, and now all of a sudden like you're saying that this is not going to work like at all. When
it's just
we've
because he
like
talked to his friends. He talked to his side of people and it instills his beliefs back again because obviously he was starting to change them being around her and
yeah,
then he got to go
yeah.
back to what he's used to and the people that he was used to were like that's not you. Don't change. And so,
Yeah, I
yeah,
think he was just
which is
completely like
unfortunate, but
it's a total blindside to her. And I think that's why I was literally crying
oh,
because
yeah.
it was just seeing
Oh, you were
her
crying over
so
that?
heartbroken. Yeah, that's what I cried over.
Oh, I thought you meant you were crying over the weddings. I was like, what?
Oh no, the
Okay, okay,
weddings were
okay.
disgusting.
That makes more
I
sense.
was
That
crying
makes
over
more
that
sense.
scene because that scene was so like it was just so
That
jarring
scene
and it
is
was
like
also just a
triggering, bro.
really yeah, it was a triggering scene because I feel like I went through the same situation in my last thing. So it was just like the total blindsiding
Mm.
like your one side it's just like the way that relationships can change so drastically. Like one day it's everything's fine, like a couple hours everything's fine, and then all of a sudden it just shifts drastically. And I think for her, she couldn't see it as well as us because we're watching it. And we personally see the red flags that he's giving her, but like she necessarily doesn't see it, and I don't
In the moment,
necessarily
you
think
can't
I would
see
see
all of
it if
it.
I were her. Yeah, exactly. If I were in the moment, I don't think because these things are like really fixable. It's just like his opinion on the military. Well, she's not in the military anymore, but like it's fine. Then it's like the whole thing with the kids and the sex and the condoms and the birth control. That was a whole situation that needed to be like that one I think was
Yeah,
bigger than
and
almost the military one.
I watched her interview with Nick Vile. She went on his podcast and
Oh,
they
I need to
talked
see
about
that.
that. And they were like, what you didn't see is that after that, they talked about him getting a vasectomy. And he was like, oh, yeah, you're so right. Like, like basically they just did come to a conclusion with things. So they just cut
Mm,
that out. So you're just only
yeah,
seeing the bad parts
that
of it
side of
all.
him. Yeah.
Hmm.
I
And
mean,
so, yeah, I'm
listen,
sure she would just be
yeah.
like, okay, we've resolved everything. Like, everything's going to be fine. But she even said, like, looking back at it, she was like, I am a people pleaser. And, you know, I was trying to accommodate him so much. And
Yep.
I shouldn't have done that.
And like a lot of people are saying that
Yeah.
she was like begging him to get back. But I was like, I don't think she was begging. I think she was just trying to make something that she had spent so much time in work because she could see it
Yeah.
working. And then,
Yeah,
he was
absolutely.
basically, he's a little jaded as well because I think, since his divorce, like he's been married before, he's done this before. So he doesn't want to like,
Right.
I think he's definitely
He
guarded
just
and
doesn't
he's
want
just
to
like,
make the
love.
wrong decision again.
Yeah. And he was just like, love is not enough. Love is not enough. He just kept saying that.
Yeah. What I thought, I did hate seeing her like on the ground completely sobbing. The Netflix subtitles at one point said, Marissa like
Blubbering.
Marissa blubbering.
Yep.
I was like, excuse me?
Not sobbing.
I would hate
Blubbering.
not sobbing, blubbering. I was like,
Imagine
oh
if
my
it said
God.
Whitney
We've all been there
blubbering.
though. I have been blubbering, crying on the ground.
I've been blubbered. I've been blubbered once or twice.
I've been blubbered. I'm happy that they broke up before the wedding though. I'm happy that it wasn't, on I think the people on this show are realizing like it's better to not wait till you're on the aisle, you know what I mean? At least they have the common decency to just end it before that,
Yeah, like this was the first season where we didn't see someone say no at the altar, I think. I believe.
Yeah.
I believe it's the first time. So, but I don't know if I like that because I love I remember one of the best parts of the show originally was like them not knowing what the other person was going to say and they do all of this. Like that was like one of the craziest parts of it.
But that's I would hate that because you're bringing your whole family to this occasion. You're having to set up so much stuff. You're literally putting on a wedding gown. I would hate to put on a wedding gown and then have that whole, like it would just be tainted, No,
so I know, but that's the whole point of the show.
It is. But from a human standpoint, I'm like, yeah, don't do that. Like, don't just
like morally,
do it because
no, it's horrible. Yeah, no, like morally, no, but for entertainment, yes, bring it on.
But I am surprised. Well, I don't know what I'm trying to say because I feel like in the contract they sign, it's like you have to go down the aisle or something. That's what they used to say, but maybe that's not the case anymore. I don't know.
I think there has been a shift to the contract, and I also, who even knows what the contract actually said? I think people are just like making things up, and we just assume because why would you go to the altar?
Yeah, I just feel like I heard.
But I think it's
someone on the show actually say that.
I think I remember that too, but I also can't. Who knows? We don't know these people. We're just guessing. We're just kind of
who knows.
But yeah. I do think it definitely was a first to see all of the couples that did go to the altar say yes. Ramses and Marissa is a little shocking. If you were to tell me at the very beginning that there were a couple that like didn't make it, I wouldn't necessarily be so shocked because I had hesitations with them for whatever reason. I just did. But then also I had reservations about Garrett and Taylor and like that was they ended up getting together. So I don't know.
I'm so happy for them. I really hope they're still together. But I want to talk about Ashley and Tyler because
was their marriage
there's
first?
Been so many new they were the first marriage to happen. But just like now in the present day, all this more information has come out. The girl who had Tyler's children or who Tyler helped make children. I don't even know what to say because the situation is first child.
Because they have 3 children and one is a set of twins.
Yes, and she posted a video just explaining everything, and basically the first child that they had together was like him helping her out, donating sperm, and it was for her and her wife or maybe fiance, but at the time, and then they got divorced. And so
messy divorce.
It was a messy divorce, and I think the other mom wanted custody or something, but then Tyler stepped in and was like, "No, I think that we should have custody because he's my child." Like he was claiming that he was the father. And then they just have a moment together. A moment in the woods, if you will. And she ends up pregnant with 2 twins. So that was
Now,
not
now,
him,
now, now, now,
you know?
now, how do you accidentally have twins? How do you accidentally have twins? How does that? How
What do
does
you
one
mean?
accident? Like, because it's like an oops. Like I
Which
obviously
part
know
is the
they did
accident?
it. I just
Are you
don't
saying the twins?
understand the twins. I don't even. I just don't. The whole situation is crazy because I'm just like I feel like we're missing a part. I feel like we're still missing. I just feel like we're missing things. Like I cannot believe that they
Oh,
actually.
well, like I said, see, I was just like, I think they probably have had a relationship before.
You were right about
And
that.
I think
Yeah,
that's what it was. I was just like, yeah, they probably, just in a moment of weakness, hooked up,
and they had
and
twins.
there you have it. And now there's twins.
I
And so
think
he
there
was
was.
completely a part of their lives, and then he just
Yeah,
dropped them to do this show, which is crazy. And I'm just so curious to know because they say yes at the altar, Ashley and Tyler.
yeah.
And I'm just like, what is happening
It's
now?
happening
That's
now,
all I
like
want to know.
currently, because who knows what he has fed her during. Obviously, we see them have the conversation, and it's really just like I don't know if he says kids or kid. I don't remember what he told her. I'm now
I
forgetting
think he
because
said
like I'm
kids. There were
okay.
multiple.
Okay. And so I don't really know how in depth he got. Like did he say like one of them was because we just actually hooked up and we had children. It
No,
sounded
he
like
never. I
from
mean,
yeah,
based on what
that
we've
sounded
seen,
like it
it's
was
giving that he gave
all
her the minimum details possible. But
yeah.
I would hope at this point she knows everything. And well,
I would hope she would
I
have
just need that reunion. I need it.
yeah, because I wonder part of me wonders is she figuring this out in real time like us?
Right. Exactly. But then,
Or
like, they
did
really haven't
the
said
ex
anything.
yeah. Did
What did the
I was
ex
going
want?
to pose I was going to pose did the ex find out that they got married this time last year whenever they filmed and then went to her? There's also an element of that because she did know that he went on the show. So, did she try to reach out to him after he came back and got a hold of Ashley as well? That's a possible scenario. Or the scenario that I
I
want
feel like if
that
she
I
did,
think that
then
will
it
be
wouldn't be. Sorry.
but
I was just going to
I
say,
don't
I feel
know.
like if she went to Ashley first, then it wouldn't be as big of a deal online. Do you know what I mean? I feel like she wouldn't
Yeah,
have
because like why would she
be
blow up online?
causing
Yeah,
so
you're
much of
right.
a
You're right. You're
fuss.
right.
Yeah.
I'm assuming say what I think, okay, I guess what I think is that she's finding some of this out in real time. Now, if that's true, do you think she's going to stay with him?
I guess it depends on how he's treating her, how he's treated her this
Oh
past
my
year.
god, I just don't know
You know,
how you can.
I wouldn't want to, but she seems like the type that's just desperately trying to just be with the man. Do you know what I mean? Not to say like she's a bad person because I think she's an amazing woman, but it seems like
Love her.
she's seen all these, like her father was like not good to her and like because she talked about it before she got married, just like how like she's like reconciled with her dad, but like the dad was not in
Yeah.
their lives in the proper way. And so I feel like she just wants so badly to have the perfect relationship that
That
it's like,
that
okay, if you're giving
that
me,
male
Mhm.
figure that is consistent in her life, whether it be her dad or the husband. Totally. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll
And
see.
so
I'm
I
interested to
don't
see at the
know.
reunion where they're at. Like that's
I mean,
something that
because
I'm
just
yeah, we'll see.
what about her dad?
I was going to say when they just about their wedding. First off, the flower girls doing the dances and the soda bosks were hilarious.
The
And then
lyrical dancing was
also
crazy.
the lyrical dancing was crazy. Also, when they were like talking before they went out, he's like pretending to cry. It's like when we see this on
That
reality
whole
shows all
scene
the
was
time.
awkward.
Like the whole time it's like the men like trying to croak out a tear to look like they're a good person. It's like literally that again with the and she's just like looking at him. She's not emotional. She's just
Yeah,
like
she's just like, okay, thanks.
yeah.
Glad you think I
Anyways,
look
that's all I
nice.
had to say
I
about
don't
the
know.
wedding. And the lyrical dancing was insane. I was living for it. I said, you better sit a boss and leap and
Hmm.
get the broom out, get everything out. That wedding was the most unique out of all.
I mean, I feel
I
like
loved it.
because in black churches, there's a lot of dancing like that. Um,
I love that.
But
That's so something that wouldn't happen in the Greek Orthodox Church. So I'd love to see that.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't go to church like that, but I know people. Anyway,
People be leaving.
so they be leaping. What was I going to say? I was just going to say that there's this thing where everyone is talking about the Tyler's ex-girlfriends, like just past girlfriends that he's had, and they've all claimed that like he'll do this thing where he dotes on you forever, and then he's like, who the fuck did I marry? And he'll completely switch and just need all these things from you, and like then he ends up owing like thousands of dollars to these women that he's dating because he's just using them. And so I'm just worried that that's exactly what's going to happen to Ashley. So I'm
I
really
fear
interested to
it's
see like if
giving,
he's
yeah.
actually changed his ways for this reunion. I'll leave it at that.
I'm going to just say it. I know he hasn't changed his ways. I just know he's giving Legion. He's been giving Legion this whole
Absolutely.
time. And if you guys don't remember who Legion is from the guy from Who the Fuck Did I Marry? The like 50-part series on the TikTok, which we covered like long ago. If you don't know what this is, you can literally look up a YouTube video that sums it up very quickly. But it's basically a guy that like scammed a girl during COVID. Like they had a relationship, a marriage.
Was actually
and he, like,
homeless.
scammed her. He was actually homeless and crazy and just like had a bunch of health issues. It's actually the craziest story I've ever heard, ever. Like, and that's a really bold thing to say, but it really is that crazy. I was obsessed with it.
It is.
All I did was listen to it.
And it was due to a woman who just so desperately wanted to be married that she was willing
to get married.
To
just kind of miss the signs. There's like so much to the story. There's like an involvement with houses and cars and purchasing things. But, anyways, Tyler is giving Legion, and like that's all I have to say about that. And I'm really excited to see. Do I think they're still together? I really hope not, but I think they are. That's what I think.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Eek. Oh my god. Okay, so let's get to the couple that I've liked from day dot. That I'm so happy that they both said yes. And I mean, the first thing that really just stuck out to me is the fact that both sides, both of their parents, got married on the 13th, and their wedding is on the 13th as well. I was just like, oh, this is fate. This is fate.
But I don't think the parents even knew that they told their child that.
No.
You know what I mean? I think that was just something that was like a coincidence. I was like, they're meant to be. When I saw that, I was like, I'm taking everything that I said back. I just thought there was a weird air between them. And you even see Garrett kind of like slight hesitations day of, but I think it was really just nerves. Like, I think everything that I read of him was just nervousness and like him figuring it out. Which for me, anytime I see that, I'm like, they hate them, because I'm just that extreme and I think nothing works out. So, you know what? I like to be proven wrong. I'm actually really glad that they're together because they really are such a cute couple. They really are great together.
Yeah, I just hope that they're still together. Just there's this little part of me, because he keeps posting about like this thing he did for New York Fashion Week, and like he said he took the train up to New York, and so I'm like, you're not living in San Diego. And so I'm like, where are you currently? What's happening? You know what I mean? Just little clues like that where I'm like, huh.
There is a scenario where something like the thing that we saw was like him not telling her the full complete truth about the whole ex messaging him. So I can see something like that kind of coming up, not necessarily that situation, but like maybe one of those. And for her, she's probably just like 3 strikes you're out kind of person, because I think she like took him back after that like scenario, which, I would probably do the same thing, because it's not like he actually acted on anything. It's not like anything actually happened, but it's just like kind of omitting the truth or omitting whatever part of the narrative. Yeah, I'll be interested to see if anyone's together. I hope they are.
I'm hoping that they are. I am rooting for them, and I want them to be together because I think they work very well together. And let's talk about her dress. Let's talk about
her dress.
It's a dress. I actually think it's perfect for her. It's something I would never wear, but I think for her personality, I think it's perfect.
What was this sheen?
It's just not. It's not on my Pinterest board.
Sheen high-low dress. People need to, first off, stop wearing high-low dresses. They're disgusting. I know it wasn't technically a high-low dress, but it was that same style.
I wore a high-low dress for prom. Leave me alone.
And you should have never worn it.
No, my mother made it, okay? And it was beautiful.
Oh, send me a picture. Put the picture up, put the picture up while we're talking about it.
I gotta search for it.
You gotta search for it. My prom dresses were disgusting, so I have nothing to say. But
And I hated my
the
senior year prom dress. Ugh, I wore
the
a mermaid
high-low,
dress.
ooh, I wore a
You
two-piece.
can't dance in a mermaid
Yikes.
dress. You can dance and bust a move in a high-low dress. I'll tell you that.
I hate that you wore a high-low dress. I hate high-low dresses. It was so cheap looking too. Ew, and her headband.
I don't know why you
She had
hated
a
the headband. I loved
headband.
it. I'm here for her. I love her. I get her personality, and I think it all worked for her. But it's just never something I would wear.
It would just. I can understand maybe it working out for her, but I did not like it. I will say I did not like the look. I was appalled when I saw the whole thing come together. I was like, "You're gorgeous. What are you doing?" I mean, Ashley's
I
dress
definitely
wasn't
think she could have gone.
wasn't great, but
No, yeah, none of these. But you know what I did love? I loved the setup of
hair and makeup.
Taylor and Garrett's wedding. No, I'm talking about the decor now.
Oh,
Like
okay.
with the arches of the trees and the white flowers everywhere. Like that's exactly what I want, but somehow put that indoors. Like I don't want to actually be outdoors. I just want the view, you know?
Yeah, the outdoor wedding is so risky. I can't believe they do it every year and it
Yeah.
always works out. I don't know how that
Yeah.
happens.
Mm-hmm. Well,
But
they're not
it
always
was
outdoors.
the venue is the same though. It was the same house.
That's true. I mean, hey,
Yeah.
they
They
said
just
we
kind
only
of
got
like
2 couples. Let's keep it easy.
yeah, I literally was like, usually they do like different venues, but this time they like did the same venue.
Alas,
Nick
I'm
Lachey
happy that
being a
they
little
said
cheap.
yes. Yeah, because this is coming from Nick Lachey's pocket.
Yeah, like he
Can you
has any
imagine?
say over
Nick
anything.
Lachey funded my wedding. That would be crazy.
I actually love how Nick and Vanessa Lachey don't
Weren't there?
actually. No, I love how they like aren't there and they just like they're only there in the beginning.
Yeah, they're really not needed.
I think they see them go to Cabo. I don't even think they were at Cabo, and then we just see them at the reunion. Like they're actually like, what is their purpose? They have no purpose. They're not even
I don't
hosts.
know.
I wouldn't even call them
I think they
hosts.
were at Cabo for a second.
Okay.
No. They were meant to be like a couple that's hosting to like I feel like to give advice, but they don't even give advice. They should at least have like a counseling session or something if they're going to act like they're somebody on this show. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
at
Like
least like pull a Jesse
they should
Palmer and
like sit
act like you
down with the
care.
couples before they
Yeah.
yeah. Why don't they do that? They should totally add that element.
I don't
Like where
know.
like before the
I
wedding
don't
they
know.
just sit down with the couple and ask them like how are things going, you know?
Well,
I'd be intrigued.
anyways, Garrett and
Anyway,
Taylor get married in
can't wait for
her
the
high-low
reunion.
dress. Yeah, that's it. They get married.
It actually
I
wasn't
know
even
we
a
didn't
high-low
even.
dress. I think it was actually just one of
It
those
wasn't.
attachable trains, and you
Yeah,
can
it was
take
a
the
detachable
train
train.
off.
Oh, and she had a belt. There's a belt. Gross. I hated it.
Yeah, for
Sorry.
the train.
Oh, did not like the dress, but happy that they're married, and I hope they're still married. I don't really know if they are, but we'll find out. We'll see. We'll see. For some reason, I don't know why. I always thought they weren't going to end up together. So I'm still gonna go with my gut, and I'm gonna say they're not together right now.
I'll say they're together
Okay,
because someone's got to be
but I
glass
do
half full
think
here.
I think Ashley and Tyler are still gonna be together, and I think we're all gonna be surprised by it. And I
I'm
hope I'm
hoping
wrong
and
about
praying
that
they
one.
aren't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we could have
So
a
let's move
season.
on.
In my head, I think no one's together, but that's just me because Love is Blind never works because you know what? Love is not blind. And I'll shout it to the rooftops. But I will still watch every single time. Okay, let's move on. Dancing with the Stars.
Dancing with the Stars. They don't have a theme. Yeah, they do. Dancing with the Stars. We're dancing with the stars. Ba-da-da-da-da.
Ba-da-da-da. Yeah, there it is.
Okay, so they did, it was Disney night. Oh my God. And they opened with a Broadway number, Aladdin, the musical
Friend Like
spectacular.
Me.
Yeah, they had the guy from Broadway playing the genie, singing Friend Like Me live. I loved it. I was like, yes, finally a high quality production number. I feel like they've been missing that for these openings. They haven't been hitting like I want them to.
The pro dances have been lacking so much. So I was happy to see a good pro opening number. I knew they were going to pop off. I knew right when it opened, I saw the magic lamp. I said, it's Friend Like Me. They about to bust a move. I knew it. I knew it from the second.
Where's the genie heads? Where's the genie heads?
Where's the genie heads?
You know, they replaced that with Alan's freaking crazy ass donkey mask. Oh my god, that was terrifying.
It was giving genie. It was giving genie. Great opening number.
Yeah, but let's start from the top.
Choreographed by, I think it's Mandy Moore, but I'm just assuming.
I have no idea, actually.
I don't know who it was. I don't think they said it. I usually always cop who the choreographer is, but we didn't see who the choreographer was.
Props to homie that was playing the genie, because he was doing choreography too and singing, and I was just like, he probably had to learn that like in a day or two when he's already got
Alfonso
this version from the Broadway show in his head.
No, I know.
Oh yeah, and Julianne, she had to put on her little shimmy fringe outfit and dance too.
Her blue outfit. I loved it.
I was like, oh yes, Julianne doing what she actually should be doing, dancing, not trying to host a show.
Not speaking on a microphone. She needs to get off that microphone. So she is so annoying. She's giving Tyra.
I think she would be better as a judge or as a dancer, but not
a judge,
trying to host
dancer, a choreographer, but please, this woman cannot improv. She can't. She's giving Tyra. She's giving Tyra.
She's giving, like, if Carrie Ann were on the mic, I think she'd be the same way, you know?
Yes. You're so right about that.
Yeah.
You're so right about that.
Mm-hmm. All right. Anyway, let's stop judging them and let's judge the people on the dance floor. First up was Steven. Okay. He was Hercules. He did a Charleston with, what's her name? Riley. But it was bad. It was bad.
It was off.
It was not good.
It was off. The energy was
and
there.
Let's just talk about in general.
Small improvements.
No, but I was just like, the choreo isn't good. He was ahead of the music. Poor guy got a spray tan for nothing. And
nothing. No reason.
And I don't understand. I get it's Disney night. They're trying to be positive or whatever, but I don't understand why the base score is now an 8. Sure, we're like halfway through the season, but like, if it's a bad dance, it's a bad dance. Okay, guys,
it's a 6.
There should have been 7s. There absolutely should have been 7s.
Oh, absolutely, that was 7s. Those 7s across the board. 7 was generous. The 8s were crazy. Yeah. Like the timing was just bad. The timing, he does not have timing, and I'm so sorry. Like when you are partner dancing, you cannot be off. Like, it just is off. Like, even if he executes the steps correctly and there's improvements within the steps, it doesn't matter because your timing's bad. And that's a 7, period. But they were being, like, literally so many of them got just straight 8s. And I'm just like, 8s. You guys, can you actually judge? Like, because didn't Phaedra and Val get 8s too?
Yeah, literally Phaedra did. Jen did. I'm pretty sure Joey did. Maybe he got a 9.
Alona and Joey got the same scores. Let that sink in.
Crazy. I cannot. Even Dwight got all 8s, didn't he?
No. Yeah. Because it's the base.
And I was just like,
bad.
It's stupid. I don't like it.
So bad.
Anyway, so then Jen did the rumba as Ariel, and they tried to like slowly incorporate this whole relationship thing with her and Sasha, because. And I'm just like, okay, guys, can we? Also, I thought the song was weird to do for a rumba. Like the orchestration of it did not suit a rumba.
I liked that it was a rumba. I liked it was Kiss the Girl. I liked the set. I liked everything about it except the weird narrative that they need to be together. I think her dancing is fine. I mean, I don't think she's going to improve very much. I'm like so neutral about her. I just kind of want this whole. We have to pick on someone else because Brooks and Gleb is gone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, okay, who's going to be the couple now? Stupid.
It's like, how about no one? Like, literally, Jonathan is sitting there out in the audience clapping for her every week. How about we ship that instead?
Ship that. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah.
Also, her wig looked awful. I'm like, y'all, you are literally ABC. You work with Disney. How did we not get an actual Ariel wig from the park? Instead, you gave her a Party City wig that was crusty and dusty.
Yeah, the wig was busted, but the set was gorgeous.
Everything else was great.
Was so
I'm like, what happened?
The set was so good that it like literally distracted me from everything else. I was literally like, the set.
No, but I was also annoyed that Sasha wasn't in the boat with her. I was like, you literally just made her start in the boat and get immediately out. That's not how Kiss the Girl works. I'm just saying.
We all know.
I'm just saying. They should have ended in the boat and made it seem like they were going to kiss.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that plot.
But let's move on to my favorite, Mr. Joey doing the samba as Tarzan.
I'm sorry, when Jenna Johnson was on the floor like that.
She slid down. I was like, oh, okay. I don't know what, we are trashing some kind of camp. You know? She was, I mean, but, you know, samba is really hard. And I was just like, I really enjoyed the choreography because the previous two numbers, I was just like, ugh, this choreography is not good. But there's, like, she always provides the content that you need. You know what I mean?
Always.
But he just wasn't, like, adding that bounce and, like, moving the hips the way you needed to for the samba.
Well,
but he did swing the hips in that one part.
Yeah, he did. Only one critique with the samba is that we didn't have any like traditional samba rolls, and I was kind of like hoping for that because like Jenna usually provides.
Isn't that one spin thing in it too?
Yeah, I don't think they really did that. They might have done like a half version of that, but like, you know, Lynn Goodman would have been kind of disappointed, I would say, that there was no traditional samba rolls. That was the only thing that content-wise that lacked. But like, other than that, Jenna Johnson always provides the best choreography. Like, she's one of the best pros. So, and then it's Joey, and Joey's improving every week. So, and that like one iconic part, like when she's on the floor, love it. But I cannot believe we got the same scores as like Alona. Like, that's crazy.
Like, someone needs to, I can't. The scoring was terrible this week. But also, can we just talk about his little Bobbiana wig? Why did they make Tarzan have a bob? What was happening? I was like, hello? He has like long, luscious locks, not a curly.
Yeah, it's more long. It's like bob. The crow, the it's not Bobbiana. It was giving Bobbiana. But maybe for the dancing, he didn't want to log. I loved it.
He probably didn't want it in his face. He probably did that with the rock and roll night, and he was like, I hated that. Can I have short hair? So then after that, Chandler, Miss Danza, she danced to her own song. She did the paso from like, she has a song from the Zombies Disney Channel movie. Yeah. The song is horrible. It was horrible, but the dancing was great. I was just like, hello, why does it sound like, it sounded like a SoundCloud clip. I was just like, there's no bass to this. I don't know. It was weird.
I just thought it was weird that they didn't do a lot of classic Disney stuff. It was like a lot of new stuff that I didn't like.
I guess so. Yeah, kind of.
I didn't like the choices. I thought we could have made better choices. Hated that choice. I understand, obviously, she's going to do her own dance, so that makes sense. But, and then she speaks on how she wasn't like showing like whatever comment that Carrie Ann made the week before. And she was like, I really thought I was giving everything that I got. And then she like did it and she kind of killed it. But I just think people are not invested in her as much as they are invested in Joey. But she's still a better dancer. So it's kind of hard.
That's what That's how I've been feeling. I'm like, I don't know if people are going to vote for her despite her being really great.
Joey's the winner in everyone's hearts. She's good, but she's going to be second place. But she did win the immunity because she got the higher score, which she did deserve. Like, she did deserve that. Like, I don't want to like take it away from her because she is really great.
Yeah. What did she get immunity from though? I'm confused.
For next week.
So she like can't go home next week?
Yeah, but like we knew that was going to happen anyway.
Or was she not going like is she immune? What am I trying to say? Like, would she not have been eliminated from this episode, or next week she will not be eliminated? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think they said next, but that would also not make sense because if she got voted off this time, that wouldn't have. But I think, like, obviously she wasn't going to be. I don't really know. I know just she has immunity, whatever that means.
Yeah, I don't know.
That. She got the highest score.
Because I thought it was like she was going to be immune for tonight.
No, I hear you. Yeah, like,
but she was still on stage. So I was like,
no, I know. What? Yeah, I think it's next week technically. After
that, Phaedra did Cruella de Vil, a jazz number. She looked great, but poor Phaedra just cannot pick up steps. And Val, I can feel Val being like, I just want to do more, but I can't because she doesn't know how to dance.
Yep, it's giving when he was with Monica from Cheer. Remember that season? Where she could only go so far. Yeah, she could only like go so far because she could only like. It's just the same thing. It's like he's done everything that he could do with her. So it was just like either Dwight's time or Phaedra's time to go. Like the bottom three that were standing there at the end, I was literally like, yeah, it's any of them time. It's their time.
Absolutely.
Love having her on the show. So I was kind of sad that she went before like Dwight. I don't know. I guess they're all equal.
Either
It doesn't
one of
really
them
matter.
could go.
Yeah, it really
I
didn't
don't
matter.
care.
But anyways, bye Phaedra.
Anyways, and then we get to, I'm sorry, I'm a Danny hater. I'll say it. I will say it. I'm a Danny hater.
No.
Last week he got to do contemporary. This week he gets to do jazz. He's got it easy right now. They did Deadpool. So it was basically just a fight scene of Deadpool and Wolverine. And so he barely even danced. They just did a bunch of like cool tricks. And I'm just like,
they did do a lot of cool tricks.
Of course it's going to look cool. So you're going to get higher scores. But I'm like, can I have some actual content here? Oh, right. Yeah, he can't actually dance. He can just use his muscles.
Hey. Listen,
I'm a hater. I'm a hater.
No, okay. He's not better than Joey. Obviously, we know Joey's the best. He's going to win. But he really is kind of killing it. He's kind of clean. Like, he's not as bad as you think. I think you just
put him back in a hold. Put him back in a hold. Let me see him do the samba. Oh, my God. If he does the samba, it's going to look awful. Awful.
No, he's going to be
with his thick-ass
neck.
His neck is crazy. I'm sorry.
I love Whitney. I love their partnership. I love Whitney. I think Whitney's one of the best pros as well. Like the top three for me have always been
Whitney.
Jenna, Whitney, and Daniela. Like those girls are producing things that like no one else can touch. No one else can touch. None of the men can touch it. Like they are on another level.
I want Daniela to have like an actually really good partner next year. You know what I mean?
I know. I'm so tired of her having like the crazy
basketball people. Like, just let her slay. I want to
imagine if she was with Joey. I would love to see that. I bet they would dance amazingly together.
But I don't think they'd have as much fun. I want her with with a gymnast or something. You know?
Yeah, I wonder how she would be if she was with Steven
or an ice skater. I mean, not a Steven gymnast. I mean, like someone who's actually like flexible.
Gotcha. Yeah. But you know, it's fine. Danny and Whitney, they did what they needed to do. Really cool lifts. That's all. That's about it. And he just was punching, and then he got like eights.
All nines?
I was like, okay. Well, it was all nines.
Yeah, I think both him and Chandler got all nines because they were tied. Yes, and they were like, who's going to get immunity?
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. But I mean, Whitney knew what she was doing. Like that's just being smart. Like obviously, is it
smart.
Fair? No, but is it smart? Yeah. And she did what she needed to do.
Yep. So then Dwight did the tango to Wreck-It Ralph, but it's just like at this point, I'm tired of seeing this height disadvantage. It's just not going to work, and he can't really dance. And it's so not fair. I feel so bad for Danielle, and I'm just like, put her out of her misery. Just vote them off. Just vote them off. I'm sorry. It's time for her to go.
I actually think I can like feel her be like, what? Like we're still on. Like when they were saved, they were so, and I was shocked too because he was in the bottom last week. So I was like, I thought it was his week, not Phaedra's. I mean, it could have been any of theirs, like I said. Could have been any of them because it's all their times to go. But that was shocking.
Yeah. I kind of said this from day dot. I just feel like this season is just lacking actually good dancers. I don't know. Like
it's almost too like, you know, a couple seasons back when it was like Gabby, Charlie, it was like so many good people that I was like, okay, now like, let's stop that. And then like, now it's like, we're too far. It's like, okay, now you're picking people that can't walk, like literally can't walk or move their necks. Like, be so for real. Like, we had Reginald. He couldn't even
I'm
turn
not even
his
thinking
head.
about Reginald. I'm thinking
about but you know what I'm saying?
Guy.
I'm like, Jen can't walk in a straight line. Reggie couldn't turn his head. Other man couldn't walk or do anything. Then you just have Chandler that can like has some dance experience, so she's like the better one. Joey's just aware of his body. Like,
have they done an All-Star season yet?
They've done it in the past, but I would love to see it again. I think they should bring it back, especially this season. Now we have so many viewers. I think they could probably do another spinoff. I think it would be great.
Honestly, keep it like it should be like, I just want like all the Bachelor people to be honest. Like I would love to see Joey again. I'd love to see Hannah. I'd love to see Gabby.
Caitlin.
I actually don't want to see Caitlin ever again.
I don't want to see her, but I want to see her get destroyed by Charlie.
True.
That's what I want to see.
Jordan Fisher will go back because he's doing so well on Broadway right now. But I would love to see him again. I'd love to see Milo again. I'd love to There's just so many people. Milo, you don't
Milo
understand.
was
I have the biggest
robbed.
crush on this man. But yeah,
I
he was
know.
robbed.
Robbed.
So anyway, yeah, I feel bad for Dwight because they are working really hard, but it's just not working. Period.
And he's also not good on top of it.
He has
there you go.
a fun personality, but it's not like Alona, Miss Alona. Her personality just like you just want to vote for her, even though I don't know what was happening with this dance.
I also find that Dwight like loves to brag about how hard they work. It's like, no, everyone's working hard. You know that, right? Like he's like, we practice all the time. It's like, yeah, that's in your contract that you signed.
I didn't think it was bragging. I think it's just like,
I think he just says it a lot. He said it once and I was like, okay, yeah, I get that. And then I'm like, the fact that you're saying you're working so hard makes me feel like you're really not working that hard. No, it's like, we work so hard. Like he just keeps saying that. I'm just like, well,
I think he was just trying to support Daniela because like
he's just trying to support her. Yeah.
She is working hard to try and make it work.
Alona.
Yeah. So Alona did a jazz dance to Encanto under pressure, that one character. I don't know the character's name. But let's just talk about that mask that Alan had to wear. It was like a half prosthetic, half mask as a donkey because the character lifts donkeys in the movie. Mm-hmm. And I just who was in the room when that was suggested, because that should have been canceled. No.
It's just weird. I also don't know Encanto very well, so I just kind of like took that all in and I was just like, I don't even know what the fuck. Encanto. I have not seen it, and maybe I have. I don't know.
It was on the boat. It was on the boat when we were sailing, and I fell asleep during the most iconic song, "We Don't Talk About Bruno." That's literally when I fell asleep. So you can see that I didn't really care for that movie. Yeah.
Okay, maybe I have seen it. I don't really remember it, nor do I know what was happening when I was watching it.
I didn't really like it. I don't know. I don't like a lot of these new movies. I'll say it. I don't really like Moana either. I also fell asleep during that one.
You're tired.
I'm so tired. I'm Alex. I just need a nap, damn it.
You're Alex. You just need a nap. And I'm Tim saying, get up! With a gun to your head.
Oh, but anyway, I thought that he was correct where he was like, there was too much storytelling and not enough dancing. And I'm like, yeah, correct.
Yeah, that's right.
But I was like, he should have said that for Danny too.
True.
Yeah. And then Carrie Ann gave her a 9. I was like, okay, Carrie Ann, you were just making up for the fact that you made her sob the other week asking her if she was okay.
Oh man, she's crazy. She's like such a bad judge. Like it's actually crazy.
She's just so
like
random.
They all are so like she's getting progressively worse like every episode. I'm like, I feel like your time is coming to an end, but it's not going to.
Len Goodman really kept it all together.
Oh.
Anyway, so then we had these team dances, and so they let the people that were in the bottom last week be the leaders, and they got to choose their team. Dwight literally just went for vibes, and he chose like all the athletic people,
the worst people,
plus Phaedra, and they all can't dance. And so the dance was just so bad. It was so bad.
So bad. It wasn't cohesive. I felt like the choreography was bad. I thought the whole thing was just bad. It was
like show choir 101. Like,
yep.
I was just like, oh my God, what's happening? And then Dwight lifted Steven at the end. That was funny. But I'll just say, Bruno said it best. He was just like, that was great fun. Great fun. Oh my God, did you hear my stomach? I need to eat.
That's crazy. That's so funny.
It was not good. And then the other team was, Alona was the team leader with Joey,
yep.
Chandler, and Jen. And I was like, well, obviously they're going to win because those people can actually dance. Honestly, that's your top 4 right there.
I mean, really, could be, except Jen. Get Jen out. Put Danny in, please.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I will pick Danny over Jen. You have to. No, please get Jen off.
I don't care. I really don't care. Either one of them could be up there. I don't care. I'm going to throw a party.
When she gets eliminated, I'm going to be so happy. Like, remember how happy I was when she got voted off on The Bachelorette? Now, she cannot be on my screen again. There's no way that she can pop up on any other show. There's no way.
You never know.
I'm going to throw a party
Don't
when
never
she gets
say
voted
never.
off. I'm so excited. No, stop it, please. I'm
No,
going
I
to
don't
be
want her to
so
be
excited.
there.
I'm going to scream to the rooftops. I can't wait. Get off my screen, Jen. Respectfully, get off.
Yeah. Anyway, they danced to one of my favorite songs from the Goofy movie. I forget what it's called. Eye to Eye.
I love that song. Yeah, I love that song. It's such a great
I
song. I literally was like,
I still didn't really. I just didn't really enjoy the dance that much, but I think they were just trying to keep things like clean and like efficient. But it was a lot of rock steps.
Yeah, to be fair, those dances are really kind of like not really made cohesively because they do have to have the individual moments. So I kind of like take back the comment that I just made with the other group that it really wasn't cohesive, but because the dances really aren't meant to be like that. It's kind of just like it's like almost like
I guess
a choreographed
I'm thinking
freestyle.
of like, yeah, I'm
And they have
thinking of
some
when they
group
did like
moments.
group dances. I don't know why they didn't do this for Halloween night. I love when they do the team dances for Halloween because I feel
I
like
think they're
that
going to do it
always
again.
tells a story. I hope they do, but
Yeah. Or the
I feel
dance
like
off.
normally
One of the two.
they're yeah, it's probably gonna be a dance off or something, but I don't like that. But I just feel like normally there's more production to it, and I just feel like these weren't very. It was giving show choir. I thought I was looking at a show choir routine for both dances, but
Yeah.
the Goofy one was better, and
Mm-hmm.
I think I was missing like because the song is like hip hop. Like I wanted like some of that, but instead it was just very cha cha. I don't fucking know. I don't know what they were doing. But.
Yeah.
Anyway, doesn't matter. They win. What did they get? Like extra bonus points or something?
Yeah.
And then
something like
Phaedra
that.
went home, and Chandler has immunity, and that's it. That's all I gotta say. Joey for the win.
And Joey for the win. Next week is Halloween, which is always like the best episode in my opinion. So it'll be exciting.
Love Halloween. Yeah. So let's talk about the Golden Bachelorette. Joan is going to the homes of these old men to
all
meet
these
some
old men.
families.
And she goes to Nevada,
she goes to
Reno,
Lake
first.
Tahoe.
Took her out on the boat. They did some like wish for something and it'll come true if you wish it on the Lake Tahoe. Cute moment, kind of weird, but
all I
you
noticed
could see her.
Was, no, what were you
what are you going to say? You're going to say the same thing I'm going to say. So you say it.
No. You say your first because it's not exactly what I was going to say.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just going to say I can see the slight hesitations of her like not being all in with him. Like it's very slight, but it's like you can see it through body language. She's
very guarded. Yeah, she's very, you can read her body language so easily. And I thought it was just awkward because Guy at one point in the boat was like, "Can I kiss your cheek?" And I'm like, if you're having to ask permission to kiss someone's cheek, it's a no.
it's a no for me, baby. But he's like so into her. I'm like, when did this happen? Like his date. I'm like, his date, like they cooked something like a week ago together in her house at the Bachelor Mansion, whatever, wherever, you know. And like he fell in love with her on that one date. She was half in that date because she was upset that Chalk left. So I'm literally like, their relationship is built off of like nothing. He's just making it all up in my head. He's delusional.
Truly. It's giving Delulu. And someone's got to be Delulu. Someone's got to represent for us.
And that's Guy.
That would be so me though. Like if I actually thought the guy was cute. I have such a problem. Anyway.
Wait, what did you think about his family though? His sister.
I didn't really pay attention much to the family. All I paid attention to was the fact that his sons were very attractive.
Literally, I knew you were going to say, I saw that one man, Glenn. I literally was like, Whitney is choking over this man. Like, I literally knew it because it was just like he was the most basic looking person. I was like, Whitney probably thinks this man is Jesus.
Okay, not
the
Jesus.
Lord and Savior.
Calm down.
Okay, sorry. But I knew that you were going to be attracted to him. I like knew it. I knew it. Like, I knew that you weren't even going to listen to the conversations and just be thinking about the guy. And I was like, she's probably stalking him on Instagram. She probably found his social security and where he lives.
I did not do such a thing. Okay, all I wrote down was his sons were cute.
But his social security is. No, that's really funny that you said that because I literally I caught like a glance of it and I was like, are they cute? But then I was with my cousins. They were like, He's ugly. They did a close up. You know, it's like the hot theory where you see like a bunch of men and you think like the group is hot, but then you like look at them individually and then you realize they're all kind of ugly. It was like that. They did like a zoom up on him and I was just like, oh, he's not like, he's attractive, but like I
just want to clarify. I did
know.
not think he was like hot. I literally wrote down cute. There's a difference.
Yeah, no, he was cute. He was cute. Sorry, that's funny. That's funny that you said that because I just knew that you were going to think that.
Anyway, did you get anything out from the family speech? I didn't care about Guy, so I didn't pay attention.
Yeah, it's like he really likes her, and he was like crying and telling the sisters, and like the sisters like, oh my god, we really like her, and I think they were starstruck about Joan too because she's like really pretty. But I think Joan overall, just like you can tell that she doesn't fully like Guy the way that Guy really likes her, and Guy's just like, I'm in love with you. Like it's just too much, and it's just that. It's giving that. So we can move on to Chicago because two hometowns were in Chicago, Pascal and Jordan. So she goes to Pascal first, our French man.
Yes. And he took her to the hair salon, his hair salon, and she got pampered. Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. His whole life makes sense. I knew things were going to connect when we saw his salon, specifically the salon.
I honestly kind of missed that part. And I was like, oh, wait, she's at his salon.
Yeah, it was busting. It had the upstairs, downstairs, bunch of workers. When he came in, he's just like the life of the party. He's that guy that is the life of the party. And she describes John like that.
Mm-hmm, her
like
ex. He was, not her ex. Her late husband
that passed away. Yeah. And I can see that because like it's just, you see that in Pascal. Everyone loves him when he walks in. Like, he gave her a little pamper treatment, a little hand massage, a little champagne, and just. But it's funny because he doesn't really. He's like, yeah, I still don't know about him.
Yeah, and I thought it was interesting that she said her and Pascal reconnected. I was like, what do you mean reconnected? You're about to marry this man, and you're just now reconnecting. Like, when did the connection get?
When did the connection? Yeah, I'm just like, that was a weird comment.
Mm-hmm. But I thought it was interesting when first of all, I need to talk about Pascal's outfit when he went to go meet the family. He looked like Despicable Me wearing that all black outfit, and he had his little, dad stomach pouch. And I was just, I don't know why it was so funny, but I'm like, he literally looked like the guy.
He really did.
But his daughter Natalie, I was just like, this girl's a super fan. I can tell she was so excited to be there, and she's she submitted her dad, and
she submitted.
The family is beautiful though. Like
the family's gorgeous, and they're really young. I was like, what a clear difference between. That's exactly what I thought. I was like, not Guy's family looking like the Haunted Mansion, looking like.
Well, I thought his sons looked young decrepit. Too.
But the son was literally like, I was like, the son is like, we can't even call him cute because he's still a child. He's like literally 17. At least he looks
Pascal's 17. Son. Yeah, he looks young. Yeah. But the daughter is older because she has a kid. So, yeah.
True. But still, they were just a lot younger crowd. A lot younger crowd than Guy, but like, isn't Pascal like 69?
No. Oh my God.
Or is he 60?
He's like 61 or something.
Okay. Then that makes sense.
69. Oh my God.
Is someone 69?
No one that's left. No one's 69. There's not a single man on there that's 69 years old.
Why am I getting that number? Why
I don't know. You 69. What do you think about
which one? Okay. Let's move on, please. So Pascal's family, he connects with his son. They have a moment. He cries.
He starts crying.
It's so wholesome.
It was so cute.
It's really wholesome, but like at the end,
his son was like, "I've never seen my dad cry before." I was
cry
like,
ever.
God.
Yeah.
I was like, that is the bachelor therapy effect. That's what that is.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think it was a good moment for them. Although I think we can all see that either. I honestly think Pascal is going to leave. Like, I just don't think he's going to stay.
That's what I think is happening next week. Because in the preview, they kind of made it seem like something's happening, and I think it's that he's leaving.
We also haven't had a self-elimination in my head when I was watching this back. I was like, either Jordan or Pascal are going to self-eliminate themselves because I know one of them is going to make it, and I know it's going to be Pascal. So I think Pascal's going to self-eliminate himself. because I just don't see it.
Yeah,
I just
because for
can't see
him,
it.
because at the end of their date, he was literally just like, "I still want to take things slow," and it's just like,
Yeah.
babes, that's not how this works.
He's still not sure. He's still not sure. And you can tell she's upset about it. But, I think it's funny because if that was the reaction that Guy was like, she would just tell Guy to go. But she has
Yeah,
some
that's the thing,
sort of
though. I
attraction to
think
Pascal that she can't.
she's really into Pascal. I think just because of his aura, his gravitas.
Yeah.
You know.
Also, she always compares him to John, and she's always like, he's so sexy. She always says that.
Yeah.
She's like, he's sexy.
Yeah.
Out of all the
He
guys, she
literally
always
said
says
that
that.
to
I'm
the
like,
family. He literally said that.
yeah.
I thought your Pascal was sexy. I would be like, oh, don't tell me that. That's my dad.
The grandson with his all messed up teeth. He's like, you kissed my grandpa. It was so cute. I love that scene.
Oh my god.
And that was also the opener. So
It was.
Love
It was cute. So yeah, then they go to. She meets up with Jordan, and I still think that man is fine. I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is with you and him. He's kind of
Hey,
built.
Jordan. That's what I'm saying.
He's kind of cute.
He has like a very young demeanor despite him being 61. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, he does. I get it.
Which could be
But
a red flag. I don't know.
I also, the whole time I was thinking about this, I was like, why is this not Jonathan? And it is just so, the whole thing, I can sum it up like this. The whole interaction of the whole day. He is literally just telling her he doesn't want to be with her.
Yeah, he's literally
every
so
single way.
guarded. He's like, I'm still guarded from getting divorced or whatever. And his daughter
He's
says
just like,
the
I'm
same
not
thing.
ready. Yeah, he's like, I'm
And,
just
like,
not ready.
When they go to sit on the couch, literally they are like so far away from each
Yes.
other, not touching.
I-
Like the complete
touching.
opposite of Pascal. I was like,
Yeah,
this is
literally
done.
not
This is done.
touching, just like so done. I mean, he talks to his daughter and he's just like, yeah, like, I don't think I'm going to get there. And then even Joan says, like, I don't think he's going to get there. I don't think he's going to choose me. He never validates me. Like, the whole thing was just like, it's done. Like, how many times do we have to say it's done? It's just done. Just say it to each other and move on.
Exactly. Yeah. So
I really
all
have
I gotta
nothing to say
about that.
I just like I genuinely
Then-
think it was a waste of time, and I think Jonathan should have been there, not him. I literally cannot believe Jordan made it to hometowns. I
No,
like
me
him as a
either.
person, but I just like their connection was not as strong.
It was literally
just
not
shocked.
there.
She just like picked a random person. Like, I really genuinely think she was like, I'm not really into Jonathan. I don't want to lead him on anymore, so I'm just gonna pick him. That's literally what it was giving.
Literally. So then we go to Chalk, and it's just so clear and obvious it's Chalk because homie had the longest hometown out of all of them. He had 2 commercial breaks on my Hulu watch, okay? Everyone else only had 1.
And also, that was really weird. That whole thing was really weird. It was like low-key a funeral. I understand that his mom literally died like a week ago, and like I don't want to take away from that, but it definitely was giving like really
I thought it was, I didn't think
intimate.
it was weird. It was just, it was an intense moment for someone to walk into for the first time meeting everyone.
Yeah, and I'm just like, not him. First off, not Wichita, Kansas. I was like, okay. That was so funny. I was like, not Wichita.
Oh, because you've been there.
And they're in this farm. Roger,
but it was
friend,
so clear that she was so happy to see him because she jumped on him, she hugged him, she kissed him. She was not doing that with the other guys.
Chalk.
You know,
it's literally Chalk. It's
and the
so
music,
stupid. Like,
the
roll
music
tape.
when she like went to the family, it was like this grand movie, cinematic, majestic, beautiful music playing, and I'm just like, that's so clear. It's so clear that it's him.
So clear. It's so clear. It's Chalk.
But the entire family was there. Like, imagine walking into that your first time. That's crazy.
No, and he's like telling everyone, he's like, yeah, I'm smitten. I'm in love. I'm like, I'm so there. He's like, I'm like in love with her totally. And it's so funny because you see all the other guys being like, I don't know. We just saw Pascal and Jordan both. Those 2 dates were just like, what? And then you just see Guy just in delusion. So it's just so painfully obvious, like not only to Joan, but also to us, the viewers. It's like blatantly obvious. Sometimes it's like a little, ooh, who's it going to be? But this is just like, roll the tape. Get to the end. We know.
Yeah, and they're like trying to throw us off by making it seem like someone's going home and it might be Chalk, but it's obviously not Chalk. It's not. Yeah,
it's not Chalk.
But I did it anyway. Back to the date. I enjoyed that they did plant this tree in honor of his mother, and that she had to be a part of it. And I think she handled it very well. And she's like, she cried talking to his kids about being with him, like, and like her his dad was like are you in love? And he was like, I don't know. And he's like, I think you are in love. And I was just like, oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah. It was just so wholesome. Like, that's the first time we see Joan get like emotional over one of the guys. I think
And not
I think
just
it was a
'cause
really intense moment.
she always, the whole episode was feeling guilty about, you know, not
Yeah.
honoring John's memory. But I think this
Yeah.
is the one person where she's like, wait, no, this is the right thing, you know?
Yep.
Oh,
I mean, it's him. It's literally him. And I
yeah,
think
he says he's falling in love with her to her at the end of the date.
wait, and the son is like a little chalk. They're all little chalks. We called them little chocolates when we were watching. My cousin said that. Alexis said
That's
they're little
funny.
chocolates. They really
That's
are.
so funny.
The son was literally a little chocolate with his little rosacea. He was so nervous. I was like, oh, I just love
I
it.
didn't
I just
even
love
notice
that
it.
family. It's so wholesome.
It's cute, though.
So wholesome. But I did feel like this is a little awkward for Joan. Everyone's sobbing about someone that she didn't even know. I can see that would have been a little.
I'd be like,
But anyways, we recovered. We bounced back, and we made it about her and him, and how he wanted, how his mom wanted him to be happy, and he is happy. So, and they're gonna be together, and that's that.
We love it.
And then we go
But
to the rose ceremony. Why are they?
Oh, I just wanted to say though.
Oh yeah.
Before the rose ceremony, he says he's falling in love with her, and then they were making out when she was getting into that car, and they really zoomed in on it, and I really did not appreciate it. ABC, we could have gone without ever seeing that.
We did not need to see that.
But anyway, back to the rose ceremony. Are you going to talk about her red sparkly dress? Because that was crazy.
Okay, the red sparkly dress, yes. Also, like, why are they back in the bachelor mansion? I want the intense at the airport decision making.
Yeah,
I wanted that. I want that. I want it at the airport.
Straight on the plane to go home.
I want the airport. I want the airport dramatics. I need it for these old people too.
The budget's
I don't
not
care
high
that
enough.
It's the gold. I know, but like they're gonna need to shift it because, you know, they're back at the bachelor mansion. I'm just like, this is weird seeing them back here. And then Jesse Palmer comes out of nowhere. Jesse, where have you been?
Where have you been, sir? And he was like, oh my God, girl, catch me up. How are you feeling?
He's like, how are you? He's like, you look great. I love your dress. I'm like, what's
that dress
happening,
is crazy,
Jesse? But I'm like, Jesse, the fact that you were not even in this episode makes me so upset. We needed you.
You just wanted to see your man.
I love him. I love Jesse Palmer. He makes the show for me. Like, I get excited when I see him on my screen. I was like, yes,
that's crazy.
Yes. He liked the red dress.
I can't relate. I hated the belt on that dress. You could see the Velcro on the back.
What was up with the belts this week on all the reality shows? Guys, enough with the belts. The belts are done. No one needs to be wearing belts. It's gross, especially on dresses. Why do you need a belt? You
don't wear belts to keep your pants up.
I'm tired of everyone who wears a belt. Throw it away. Throw it out. I'm so tired of seeing them.
Okay. Calm down with the belts.
Except Jesse
Basically,
Palmer. Sorry.
As we predicted, Jordan got sent home, and that was the shortest goodbye I've ever seen in my life. I was like, for someone to be in the top 4, and all she says is, time was not on our side.
Time was not our friend.
Get in the car.
Time is not our friend. Get out. That's all she said. That's all you could say.
That was literally it. I was like, well, damn.
You could tell that she didn't even like really want to walk him out, but like it was just like regulation that she had to.
Yeah, and then she like walks back in. She's like, hey, we're going to Tahiti. Like, did not care about that man at all.
She did not even shed one tear. Usually that's a really dramatic one. Like usually that's the one where like the guy or the girl sits out
staring
and like,
out
sobbing
into the distance, looking at the car drive away.
And
like,
you see the plane go. It's like so dramatic.
And like you see him in the car and he's like having his moment like to campaign as the Bachelor.
As the Bachelor, yeah. But literally Jordan was like, time was on our friend. Get in the car. We're going to Tahiti, baby. I was like, what just happened? That's that.
Who knows? Like, Joan is so obvious. Just get with Chalk already. I don't need to see this. But that's basically it, y'all.
That's it. The teaser did show Chalk crying. It does show the scene. I'm excited to see what this scene is about with Pascal being like, get away, like to the cameras.
He's like,
so I'm excited to see what that's all about.
Are you okay? And he's like, no, I'm not okay.
No, she's not okay. And I'm not okay. Oh, yeah. Paris.
Ha 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 ha.
Ha ha ha.
Oui, baguette. Okay. I'm sorry.
So we'll see what that's about because I'm really interested in what that is about. And I think that's our only drama we get. That's like our last little dramatic moment because obviously it's Chalk. I think what's going to happen next. Okay, what I think, obviously, I've said this from the beginning of time. It's Chalk. We know this. It's going to be Chalk and Guy at the end, maybe. Or
I don't know what's going to happen. I feel like
and it's going to be Chalk and Pascal
and Chalk. I think that's who she wants her top two to be, but because Pascal is going to try and leave.
But I think Pascal's going to try to leave when he's the bottom two. Like, I think she's going to send Guy home. And then I think it's going to be Pascal and Chalk. And then I think we're going to see Pascal do a self-elimination. And then she's just going to be with Chalk at the end. That's what I'm going to predict.
But they do... Oh God, are they splitting up Fantasy Suites and the final two for 2 separate weeks? Can they just combine it?
It's 2 separate episodes. I know.
This is taking too long. I'm literally like,
I know.
End this torture. Sorry, but like, I'm not invested enough.
Well, it's actually 3 episodes because it's going to be fantasy.
Well, no, they'll probably do fantasy and do they have a Min Tell All?
I think so.
I don't think it's necessary for this season. Maybe they won't.
It's not.
Let's pray that they won't.
I hope they don't.
They don't need it.
I'd rather have a 3-hour finale than have a Min Tell All.
I think that's what they're going to do because there was no drama.
But Charles, we need to see him again.
And we will.
And Carrie.
On the last episode. I kind of just need a relief. I need some relief from reality TV, you know? Unless Love Island comes back, I'd happily watch Love Island. Is there going to be the winter Love Island for the UK? I hope so.
I hope. They haven't done that in a minute.
I just love Love Island. But yeah, I think that's it, y'all. Let's see what's happening next week. Let's hope it's going to be exciting and not torturous to watch.
Next week we do have a guest.
Next week. Yeah, you're so right. We have a
guest. We're going to be talking
to talk about.
Debriefing the reunion of Love is Blind with because she is a Love is Blind enthusiast.
Should we just say who it is? Because I think we'll talk about Love is Blind, but we'll talk about Broadway because she is on the Broadway.
She's on Broadway. She's in Wicked on Broadway as a vacation swing.
Miss Claire Howell. Rachel Howell will be joining us.
She will be joining us. Yeah, she is currently on Broadway in Wicked as a vacation swing. She's going to talk about all of that. We're going to interview her, talk about her Broadway debut, just all that fun stuff. And, you know, everyone's buzzing about Wicked, so I'm sure it's really exciting to be in Wicked while the Wicked movie's coming out. I can't imagine how that's like. And she's also a very big fan of Love is Blind. So we're going to, you know, talk about the reunion. Also, Halloween episode of Dancing with the Stars, and of course Fantasy Suites with Miss Joan Vasos. So packed episode, really excited. And you guys know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment, share.
And we'll see you next week.
And we'll see you next week.
Okay, bye.